In terms of awkwardness, nothing topped Bulls forward Nikola Mirotic accepting teammate Bobby Portis' apology from 6 weeks ago without actually informing Portis. "We are teammates. We are on the same team. We are fighting for this team. We both are going to do what we need to do to make it work, so yeah, I do accept the apology," Mirotic said Wednesday at the Advocate Center. "Does Portis know that? I guess he will know now," Mirotic said. And the Bulls' strange social experiment continued, with Mirotic publicly breaking his silence 43 days after Portis broke bones in Mirotic's face during an altercation in practice. Mirotic, dressed comfortably in a tan sweatsuit, spoke for 14 uncomfortable minutes. He could return Monday against the Cavaliers and guard LeBron James for 4 quarters, and Wednesday still might go down as the stint that tested Mirotic most this season. He spoke deliberately, looking directly at the cameras but not at most questioners, making it hard to tell if the sweat on Mirotic's brow was from anxiety or post-practice perspiration, an important step Bulls coach Fred Hoiberg called it. Mirotic's commitment to being professional came through as obviously as his discomfort about anything to do with Portis. Credit Mirotic for appearing in front of microphones after enduring 6 weeks of physical and emotional pain, but to suggest the issue is resolved would be folly. Asked directly if he had spoken to Portis yet, Mirotic never said yes. Asked if Portis' 8-game suspension was appropriate, Mirotic declined comment. Asked if he still wanted to be traded, the Mayor Portis ultimatum his representatives issued management, Mirotic danced like a lovable "I don't know about it," he said. "I just know that right now, the only goal, Bulls' goal and my goal, is to get back with the team and practice together, get my strength back, and as soon as I can, play." This looked like a player following the X's and O's on a chalkboard, a guy fulfilling his duty. This met the NBA definition of perfunctory, a Bulls player under contract for $12.5 million meeting a condition before returning to action. This was a means to an end of the relationship between Mirotic and the Bulls, a likely prelude to a news conference Mirotic's next team has when he tells us how he really feels. But before the Bulls even can consider finding a trade partner before January 15, the earliest he can be dealt, Mirotic needs to get back on the floor, a process that includes practicing this week with the Windy City Bulls. Besides improving his strength and conditioning, Mirotic knows he has to prove he can rise above any personal feelings and play alongside Portis, which he reported the two had done during scrimmages the last few days. "It was alright," Mirotic said. "A commercial for camaraderie this was not." Part of you feels empathy for Mirotic, who, even though portrayed by the organization as the aggressor, dealt with a potentially career-altering blow because of a teammate's temper. The other part remembers the NBA isn't a typical work environment, and that coexisting with combative teammates goes with the territory of being a multimillionaire succeeding in a testosterone-fueled workplace. It remains complicated, a fascinating study in human behavior, and criticizing the Bulls for not forcing these guys into a room to work things out is easy but not entirely fair. You can coerce boys but not men. So Mirotic and Portis became familiar strangers, with one practicing and the other lifting weights, focused on their individual pursuits while trying not to affect the collective mood. The Bulls don't need a shooting guard as badly as they need a conflict resolution specialist. "We were both doing what we needed to do," Mirotic said. "Right now, we are on the same team and working to make it." What a weird Bulls week this has been. The sagas of Derrick Rose considering retirement from the Cavaliers and Ben Gordon encountering more bizarre legal trouble almost provided enough distraction from rookie sensation Lauri Markkanen shooting 17 for 67 the last 5 games. But nothing about former or current Bulls players has commanded more attention than the icy relationship between Mirotic and Portis. And nothing likely will this season until one of them leaves, probably Mirotic, as Portis is more valuable to a rebuilding team. The most excitement Mirotic showed in his measured remarks came in describing how much he enjoyed sitting on the bench in street clothes during Tuesday night's loss to the Suns. During the game, Tribune photographer Chris Sweetie caught Mirotic and Portis exchanging a fist bump as sincere as a stranger's. "How are you? The only thing I can tell you is I've been playing this game 9 years professionally," Mirotic said. "I was always a good teammate, always professional with everybody, and I'm going to continue to do that. If I'm here, it's because I want to support the team. He's a part of the team. I'm going to support him too. I'm going to give him hands the way he would give me hands. Give Mirotic a hand for being a pro. But hold the applause until after the Bulls make a trade that lets everybody truly move on from this embarrassment." ChicagoTribune.com Twitter @DavidHa. Mirotic accepts Bobby Portis' apology, but situation remains precarious. Nikola, Mirotic, Zach LaVine to practice in G League when Bulls leave on road trip. Rosenblum, Fred Hoiberg should stop calling timeouts and start letting his Bulls figure it out.